Hi everyone, and welcome back to OpenTTD with me, Tommy P. As promised, on today's episode, the main focus will be looking at getting our first train passenger service, starting here in Wayward, and looking at creating a circular route up to Frondingworth, down to Penwell and into little Rinthingbury, and then back up to Wayward Central again. However, before we do that, a couple of very quick things to update you on. Off camera, I've been doing a little bit of messing around with some eye candy pieces. You'll see here at all of these oil stations, or a refinery station here, rather than some eye candy items, just to bring that a little bit more to life and to add some more realism. I've also connected those up to local towns as well, so that the workers at the oil refinery and also here at our oil wells and ammonia plants are all connected up to their relevant local towns. And that's something that I'll be doing a fair bit of off camera, just to add some more detail into the game. And very quickly, a quick mention to our good friend Mr. Willman of Chomphonberry Springs, who, you recall last episode, made a complaint, and I set up a bus service for him, and that bus service is actually doing rather well for us and has generated an extra £16,000 a year across the two buses that we've got running that route. So thank you, Mr. Willman, for your suggestion. You don't get a share of the profits then. So it's the main focus of today's episode, which is something I've been looking at getting done for quite some time now, and that's our first passenger train line. And this is where the magic bulldozer that I was talking about will come into play. Because what I need to do here is to remove quite a sizable chunk of Wayward and Kent Town, and without the magic bulldozer on, that simply just would not be possible. So we're going to take all of this out. Just wait for this fire engine to move. And let's get building our station. For our first station, I'm going to be using this OpenGFX double platform. And I'm actually going to create a new station here, which defaults to Kent Town station. However, I'm going to rename that to Wayward Heights. And what I'll probably do in a later episode is looking at this quite recently. I'm probably going to create a new outer ring bus service for Wayward, because as you can see, the city has grown substantially in the last few years. So an extra set of services to start picking up passengers from all of these types of areas here is now definitely becoming a necessity. But we'll carry on with our station here, getting all that set up. And I'm going to have all of my passenger stations that are in larger towns and cities with a train length of 6. As I've mentioned, our cargo train length is 8, but 6 is generally sufficient for passengers, and is also a little bit more realistic as well. I'll get rid of that. There. And then we'll finish off platform like so, and we'll just need to add some buffer stops in. Use these from the ISR sets. So that our passengers can get to any station. And our pre-planning, what are you doing there? Need to go. Our pre-planned bridge has come in handy. That's to join here, that's to join here. And I'll have a crossover here, and then that way vehicles can access all platforms. We'll pop our depot in right here. Check we can get to everything, so yeah. Like that. And vehicles coming on the left. Yep, they can get to every platform, and coming out down this side. Yeah, they can get there. And that's Wayward Heights set up. I'm going to come this way around. Past Mr. Woolman's hometown. That's looking okay there. Just need to have a quick think what we're going to do here. Again, I'll probably be taking quite a sizable chunk of this town out of the equation, but with additional train services going in, I'm pretty confident they'll grow back quite quickly. And the idea here is that we'll have, as we've done with our bus services, a anti-clockwise and clockwise service for this passenger service, as this is a little bit of a smaller town, just a smaller set of platforms here. Back at Wayward, the reason I've done that as a 4-platform station is eventually I'm probably going to be taking another line off here and taking that down south this way, so we'll need a fair amount of capacity here, and I would envisage that this station will grow even further in the future. Back to Froningworth. I think for this one I'm going to connect that up to Froningworth Central. Just planning this out here. Here. We'll need a crossover, a gap. I'll have some little buffers on the end here. Connect that up to Central. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's not going to work. We'll need to do just that one there. Because one of the other settings I've turned off is that trains can't turn 90 degrees, so you always need one straight track piece here. And then we're going to come this way down. Just even that out there. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to replace this bridge and use a different station type for Penwell. I just need to quickly do this for other vehicles. So I do one across. And use this brick viaduct bridge, which will allow us to use this Dutch station pack, which I really enjoy using. Again, here I'm going to set up a brand new station because Penwell is another city that's getting to the point now where we're probably going to have an additional loop put in. But yeah, this is a great little set. It adds a little gap in the bridge to allow passengers to be able to get down to platform level. And there's some quite nice touches in here. A little ticket booth. Starting to get a lot of new vehicles coming through now. That's an interesting bus, very high capacity. It's Penwell connected. Just check that. That's definitely. Yep, 126. And then down to Little Rinfinberry. I did forget to put a bridge in here when we were setting this up. Poor planning on my part. I think we'll go, yeah, this way around. And I'll just take the equation for now, quickly get a bridge in. This way down. Again, we'll need another little bridge. So in here, not a railway bridge. I think with this one, just trying to find where Little Rinfinberry Central is. The transparency options up here. Just get rid of the buildings. Yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable to have that connected up there. So I think we'll go back to process rail. There. I'll have this one this time, I think. I always like to add variation to my platform design. Rather than having everything looking exactly the same. Crossovers there. Coming out just so. And now we'll need to loop that back up to where you would so this is the outbound track, that's also outbound, so we can have that connected there, and then if we get a bridge in here, in fact, the bridge all the way, let's take one out. The bridge here. Leaving a little bit of room again to allow for track expansion in the future. I'm going to go for the higher speed bridge here, because eventually we will have some quite fast vehicles, or trains rather, running on this line. So that's our tracks all set up. Just need to get some signalling in now. That done. That signals in first. Oh, I forgot to do a crossover here. This will, by doing this, allow us to have the trains use either platform from either side. All the trees, I'm just going to take these out. See what we're doing here. Keep that open. Yeah. That's all of our normal pass signals, and then you need to do with these is to use, so we've been using a one-way path, we use the normal pass signal but with the lights facing inwards towards the station. That then again allows trains to come in on either side, because as I've mentioned before, these normal pass signals do allow trains to pass from the rear side of them, unlike the one-way which has the no entry sign on them. That's the wrong one. And then just our normal block signals. I'm going to change this down. This is track length of 6, and 1, 2, 3, half of that. Let's see. Of course, coming into a merge, we'll need to remove those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's that length there. 7. So I'll start that from that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going up there. It's interesting. I thought I'm just going to pause this here. I thought I turned that off in the settings. Tiles are allowed to build. I'll turn that off. Don't want them doing that. After our previous complaint from Mr. Willman, the last thing we need is an accident and us getting sued. Let's go back to checking all these signals. That seems fine. All up there. There. Great, so that's our signaling in. And then we just need to put some depots into each of these stations. You only need one per station. Now we have all of our infrastructure in place. We just now need to set up our services. Let's have a look what we can use here. I'm just going to have a quick look and just see what these are. These are effectively early day sprinter services. Do 60 miles an hour, carrying 30 passengers. That's 45. So probably not all that suitable for what we want to use here. But yeah, 120 miles an hour is the fastest speed that we can achieve with our carriages at the moment. And passengers don't weigh very much, so we can really go hell for leather here. Doesn't really matter too much about tractive effort. So as we have plenty of money rolling in, we'll go with the top end 1, and I think we will max this out at train length of 6. We'll do, as always, the anti-clockwise service first. And again, follow the same logic as before. We'll have 4 of those trains. And that is our first passenger service away. This is not the most efficient station layout. Over time we will update that, but for now it will do. I'm just going to claim this one without sharing its orders and slightly jig these around to create the clockwise service. And there we have it. Nice to see our network expanding. Just want to check that these, which one's this? Yeah, second there. These are going to go the right way round. Indeed they are. And I would expect these services to be making us some sizable amount of profit. Well guys, that's it for today's episode. Thanks for joining me. Catch you next time. This is Tommy P, signing off.